European leaders are pushing to speed up membership talks for the Balkan countries. Now, that is the message that's coming from the EU Western Balkans summit that's being held in Montenegro. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen called enlargement a geostrategic imperative. Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine has reinvigorated the bloc's interest in expansion. Von der Leyen said that Montenegro's bid to join in 2028 is, quote, within reach. It's one of 6 Balkan nations currently on the path to joining the EU. All right, let's go now to our correspondent, Tessa Walter. She joins us from Montenegro. Tessa, sum up this summit for us. Was it a success for Montenegro, and was it a success for the region?
I can tell you that the sunny day here on this coastal town of Tivat has definitely lifted the mood compared to the last Balkan EU summit that we had in December. We saw in background talks with Commission President von der Leyen and also German Chancellor Merz that there was a lot of hope for this process to move forward. This small country of Montenegro, I mean, let's remind ourselves, it's only 600,000 people, has really tried to put on a show here. And you can see behind me, they have probably succeeded in impressing leaders here, showing that we are ready, we want to make this happen. And Montenegro is the front runner, trying to be part of this club by 2028, Albania right behind it in 2030. And today we got positive signals.
Some countries have been candidate countries for over, 20 years, Tessa. Why is it taking so long?
Absolutely. I can tell you there is definitely fatigue amongst Western Balkan leaders here because they have been trying for so long. They say we keep implementing reforms, but the goalpost also keeps moving further. So the more we advance, the more they advance with their ideas of where we should be. The EU says, well, this is a merit-based process, everybody is treated equally, and you just have to implement what we ask you to do. So, for example, independent political institutions, freedom of press, corruption that is punished. But what we see is also that critics say there is a fatigue inside the European Union as well when it comes to enlargement, because structural reforms would be needed. Right now we have veto powers for very important decisions in, for example, foreign policy decisions. And what we've seen, and this is not a theoretical debate, right? We've seen Hungary under Orban blocking these decisions with its veto power. So the idea is, we're getting these Trojan horses in that might now align with EU policies, but then block the entire European Union with their veto power. And these are still up in the air, these reforms.
Tessa, before we run out of time, I understand that Ukraine was also on the agenda. It's possible associated membership with the EU. What are you hearing about that?
Yes, this associated membership has been floating around, this idea. And I can tell you here in the Western Balkan countries, it was not seen, well, it was seen critical because they are arguing we've been trying to make all of these reforms happening. And then Ukraine is simply overtaking us. The EU argues, well, this is a special case. Ukraine is a special case because the war with Russia adds urgency. But we have a silver lining for the Western Balkans. We had a suggestion by France and Germany today saying we want gradual accession also of Western Balkan countries, meaning that they can benefit from being, for example, integrated in the single market bit by bit before they reach full membership status. I asked Albanian Prime Minister what he thinks about this morning, and he told me, well, this is a nice idea, but definitely not enough. So you can see there is a bid for full membership, but they might profit from this gradual integration in the years to come, should that not happen.
Yeah, we will see. Tessa Walter for us there with the sun beginning to set on a lovely evening in Montenegro. Tessa, thank you.